Hey, what's up, humans? Welcome back to Jade Empire. This is my blind playthrough, however, because I bought it on Steam and stopped playing it on the Xbox Game Pass, we do have to start over. So unfortunately, that is what we will do. So, nothing new here.
This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
Things are happening.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
Okay, anyway. That's just spoiling things. But yeah, I mean... Oh. Can it be done? We're gonna be Wooed the Lotus Blossom again. We could even change her name. No, I think we're good. It's been a while since we played this.
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard. For all that, he's trained you to be the best of us. You're not Master Li yet. I would welcome another match with you, though. Let's say one more before we break for the day.
Forgot this character isn't voiced, so... I'm rarely beaten, friend, or show your skill with your hands, not your words. I am rarely beaten, friend.
Let us begin.
I have claws. Button 1. 4 times. Ah. Very slow motion. Ow.
I need healing.
That's not it. Okay. Ah. That's button 6. He went flying. Slow motion.
Focus. Heavenly wave. Leaping tiger. I am restored. Flawless.
Punch in the face. Are you proud of me?
Did you see? Master Li was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it.
Each bruise is a mark of your failure to learn our master's teachings. No. Thank you for the bout.
You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Li told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
Why didn't you tell me
He
earlier?
specifically told me that it was no rush, so I didn't think it would be vital. Besides, who could turn down a chance to practice with you? You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Chapter 1, wherein a master foretells of doom. A rival challenges forestation, and the past haunts the present. Your training nears its completion in the idyllic setting of two rivers. Master Li promises that soon you will know more about how you came here, and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest, and shadowy assassins who heed no law. Uh-oh. How do you turn the camera? Oh. Do I have to do it like this? Hey. So this is a little weird. I have to use the mouse and the controller at the same time. Xingwu, is that you? Is that you?
Always good to see you wandering the school. You're the best among us, after all. So it makes everyone train a little harder when you're around. The tricky part is making sure we're emulating you, not hoping to take you down a peg. You should think carefully before bruising the tender egos around here. Oh, did I tell you to see Master Li when you have a chance? I'm not taking the blame if you forget.
Well, that's all you wanted to say? Oh my god. Alright. Smiling Mountain. You're shorter than I expected.
I thought Master Li would have your attention for the rest of the day. It is good to see you. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer.
There's our famous I should go. But it says for now. Can I ask you some things about the school?
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
Tell me about the philosophies you mentioned.
Master Li is very strict about what is taught here, because martial skill is a pathway to great power, and that holds certain risks. It is not just good over evil. Few things in life are that simple. The common way to say it is, do you follow the way of the open palm or the closed fist?
Tell me about the way of the open palm.
A term for the high path, or perhaps the way of restraint and harmony. Many aspire to it, but few achieve it. It is a path of resisting tyranny. Of course, the source of that tyranny varies. It is just as dangerous coming from without as within.
Give me examples.
Tyranny from external sources is easy to find and fight. Defending those who cannot defend themselves is a reasonable example. But when your abilities are so much greater than those around you, there is the temptation to set everything right by might alone. That is tyranny from within.
Sometimes conflict cannot be avoided.
True, but that can become a convenient excuse. Eventually you may decide that even direct violence is too inefficient for someone of your strength. It is a small leap from there to enforcing your will so that the crime never takes place. Suddenly you are the oppressor, when all you wanted to do was make things right. This way of the open palm is not without its hidden dangers, despite the best of intentions.
Does this have any practical effect?
You are the sum of your actions. The harmony or discord that you sow will weigh on your shoulders as surely as any physical yoke. But there can be advantages. Certain forms of attack inherently lean toward one extreme or the other. They have a rhythm that resonates within you. You may find that some attacks perform better if you are more intent on causing discord. How you use this is for you to discover and decide.
Tell me about the way of the closed
It
fist.
is the low path, the way of aggression and discord. A misunderstood path often misused by those who wish to justify a thuggish nature. It is not as simple as crushing your enemies or as mindless as terrorizing the weak. It is a mindset born of impatience, of imposing your will.
So what is it, if it is not evil?
An evil man might ignore a plea for help because he does not care, but that shows a disconnection with the world. That is not part of the way. A man on the low path might also ignore that plea, but he would do so because that person should demonstrate they are fit to survive on their own.
What is the difference? The person dies each time.
The difference is in the details. That same man might help if the odds are unreasonable. He might also do it to incur favor. There is thought in his actions. He is not a mindless killer, but he may let strength decide what course is best. That is why it is a dangerous path. It can so easily be misinterpreted.
I want to go back to my
I am
previous
charged
questions.
with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
I want to ask about someone specific.
Who are you interested in?
I want to ask about you.
If you wish, but only introspection reveals true insight. I used to call the trading center of Phoenix Gate my home, but I am settled here. I have nothing to go back to.
Why did you leave Phoenix Gate?
It is not important. Suffice to say that I prefer this little village to the temptations of a greater city. Enough about me. What else can I do for you?
How long have you taught here?
It has been several years since I arrived in Two Rivers. I was surprised to find a teacher of Master Lee's ability so far out on the borderlands. It was a fortuitous accident. I have studied the martial arts all my life, and serve your master as I am able. He is devoted to your training, and needs someone to assist the other students.
I want to go back to my
I am
previous
charged
questions.
with giving whatever.
Yeah.
Master Li is very strict about what is taught here, because martial skill is a pathway to great power, and that holds certain risks. It is not just good over evil. Few things in life are that simple. The common way to say it is, do you follow the way of the open...
Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I want to go back to my previous questions. Let's talk about something else.
The turtle's shell protects him only from harm of which he is aware. Ask away.
Are there students available to spar with?
There are a few, but not enough for me to set up some of the more challenging matches that I'm sure you would prefer. There will be more students available later in the day when many of their exercises have concluded.
I will spar as a single student.
Very well. I'll choose someone who is competent in one-on-one combat. This is only a practice bout, so fight until your opponent is knocked out. Get ready.
Hopefully you stop me. No, Andromeda.
Very good.
Stop
Another
it.
victory
Stop
well
it.
earned. Now, is there anything else you would like?
No, Andromeda, stop. What kind of items and additional training do you sell?
Ah, yes, training. For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger, or better able to focus your mind or magic.
Magic. Why is there a fee?
Training has worth, and Master Li allows me to collect a small fee to reinforce this. Travel outside 2 rivers and you will find my prices are quite reasonable.
You're not teaching new styles then?
No, I try to improve base abilities, but through the basics that Master Li has instilled. When you have the opportunity, I'm sure you will pick up new styles quickly.
Show me what you have.
Let's see what you can learn.
Belly of iron. Heart of gold. Mind of steel. Let's go with belly of iron. Buy price is 400. 1 available. Plus 3 to health. Minus 1 to chi. And yes, I know we've all done this. I actually didn't read these things, but so we're going to start it out right. A series of exercises developed by Smiling Mountain. Those who learn and use his belly of iron techniques learn to take blows better, giving them more stamina in combat. The strain of using these exercises in battle can slightly reduce a warrior's ability to channel their chi. Heart of Gold. Plus 3 chi minus 1 focus. Heart of Gold is a set of meditative techniques developed by Smiling Mountain to help his students learn to master their chi. By remembering specific mantras in battle, it is possible to channel slightly more chi than normal. This extra concentration can slightly distract a warrior from maintaining focus in battle. And Mind of Steel, plus 3 focus, minus 1 health. Mental exercises that are taught that test the memory and quickness of thought. Smiling Mountain's Mind of Steel techniques can help warriors better focus in battle. The time spent honing the mind can have the side effect of slightly weakening one's body, however. I have no money, sir. Gotta get used to this with the turning of the camera. Alright. Yeah.
I am restored.
Can't attack those. I can't look in them either. Wait. Or am I just doing this wrong? Sorry if it's jittery. 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 Run, Woo. We're back. Can you believe it? We somehow got the ability to play this game again through much trial and effort. This grave appears to be dedicated to the old master, a former instructor of the school. It is a humble tribute, not even bearing his name. A small bow sits beneath the stylized image of a lion, ready to accept offerings. A bowl. I thought that was the end of the bracket. A small bowl sits beneath the stylized image of a lion, ready to accept offerings of silver to speed the spirit of the departed to his rest. You have no silver. Leave it as it is. You leave the modest grave undisturbed. It's a tomb. Hi guys, what are you doing?
Senior student. And not too many people come back here this time of day, so we thought we'd take a moment to practice. Would you like to join us? We could team up against you and learn from the best.
Oh yeah. Why the unfair odds?
With all due respect, we would be no challenge for you individually. We could learn much from seeing how you deal with more than one opponent. Smiling Mountain usually lets us fight in groups if he has enough students available. But learning from you is a chance I wouldn't want to pass up. If you have time, that is. I would not wish to impose.
Everyone's so proper here. And this is what I like about BioWare games. It's like this world is open. They have people, and they're living their lives. And you're just here. You know, it's like this world has been established long before you started playing this game, so. I could spare a moment or two. Certainly.
This is good news. We'll try to go easy on you.
Please do. Oh no. Out here. Yeah. Learn things.
That's enough.
Whoa.
I didn't think we'd win, but it was an honor to face you. Thank you very much. We have to go. Smiling Mountain's going to be teaching a class soon, and then we have weapons training.
No, I wanted to ask you more questions. Stop now. Okay, this camera thing is gonna be pissing me off. Hopefully nothing's too taxing with the camera. How do I change who's being targeted? Student when and student wait.
One day I'll reach your level of skill, but not unless I keep practicing with Smiling Mountain.
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from my home in the Imperial City.
Why do you doubt
I
yourself?
haven't yet settled in. My studies in the Imperial City were far inferior to the instruction you've had. I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time to be your match. How long have you studied with Master Lee?
Some of these are interesting. It's like, why would you say this? Mind your business, Wen. I'm not here to discuss my life with you. Or long enough. It's time for me to finish my training. And who the fuck is Dawnstar? And I've studied with him as long as I can remember.
You and Dawnstar have both had a lifetime of training under Master Lee. He is stern with you, but you sure can see that he's proud as well. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pester you with my questions. Is there something you need?
How well do you know the others at school?
I don't know anyone else who displays the skill you do. Perhaps Gao, but he lacks discipline. That is why he still wears the robes of a junior student, despite his ability. Dawnstar would be next, with few able to match her delicate moves. Beyond that, the only other person I know well is Smiling Mountain, the sparring master.
What do you think of Dawnstar?
I know she is sensitive to things the rest of us can't see. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. It obviously makes her feel different, and that's not right.
Why do you say that?
I think she was given a gift. Unlike responsibility, it may not always be pleasant, but it's something she should be proud of. It shouldn't isolate her.
Do you have any impressions of Gao?
I have seen his kind in the city. He thinks his family's wealth is a substitute for nobility and is angered when others still see him for what he is, a crass and spoiled bully.
What do you think how has Smiling Mountain helped you train?
He doesn't come close to Master Lee's skill, but Smiling Mountain is good for the younger students. He pairs novices with more advanced students so we can learn.
Have you heard anything special about me?
I've heard about and seen your skill, but I haven't been here long enough to know much more. Most of the students seem to appreciate your abilities.
Who doesn't?
I hate to put words in other people's mouths, but it's obvious that Gao does not favor you. Master Lee has been a mediator of sorts, but Gao responds poorly to authority.
Maybe I should have said, yeah, like who? Who doesn't like me? He doesn't. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know that. Like, you know, would you like to know that? Who doesn't like you? It's like, what are you going to do about it? Let's go back to my other questions.
I'll answer what I can.
Please do. Please stop working hard so that I'm better than you. Since you're new, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on Master Lee.
He is one man and guides his students well. My last school had two masters who feuded all the time. It made learning very difficult.
What style did you study in the Imperial City?
At the Black Leopard School, I learned the bare basics of a style under First Brother Kai, but not enough to say I'd mastered anything more than a few core techniques. I'd demonstrate, but I don't think I even could. Master Lee's teachings have been so much more effective that I have forgotten most of what I learned in the capital.
How do Master Lee's skills measure up to your teachings in the Imperial City?
He is greatly skilled and tutors his students intently. You especially. My school in the city was mired in politics, not an environment that promotes diligent study. I'll answer what I can.
See here. What do people from the capital think of the Empire?
It's funny, but I still want to look over my shoulder. I have to remember that we are a long way from the ears of the Lotus Assassins.
Why would you be worried about the Lotus Assassins?
They're the Emperor's personal guardians. In the Imperial City, they watch everyone and everything, looking for those who would question the course of the Empire.
Why are people questioning the direction of the Empire is taking?
The Lotus Assassins visit people who ask a lot of questions. The Emperor hasn't been seen much recently. His advisors run things. They're not gentle.
You said visit like murder. I'm putting down what you're picking up. Do you know anything about rumors of ghosts?
There's already enough darkness without making up stories about shadows, in my opinion. Try Lin. She seems very interested in the ghosts.
What can you tell me about places other than here?
I'm no map maker, but I know the basics of the way the Empire is laid out. What do you want to know?
Tell me about the Imperial City.
It was a beautiful place to grow up. The brightest minds, the most noble houses, all the greatest warriors gather there. It's truly the most vibrant place in the world.
Sounds like you miss it.
I'm glad to be here, don't get me wrong. Two Rivers, though, is very peaceful. I'm used to a more hectic pace, I think. It's taking me some time to adjust.
How do you like this area?
Two Rivers is quiet, subdued. This province has a lot of rich agricultural land. Actually, fields cover pretty much everything south of the Great Southern Forest.
What do people from the city tend to think of this area?
They consider farmers uneducated rustics, though they'd use less polite terms. They'd change their tune if they could see such a skilled tutor as Master Lee out here.
They call us peasants. Peasant, right? Peon? Anyway. Let's hear about the rest of the Empire.
The Empire is divided into 4 massive provinces. This area, largely agricultural, is the Golden Delta. To the north lies the Seat of Heaven, which holds the Imperial City. In the prosperous east, you can find port cities like the Phoenix Gate. To the west lie the hills of the 6 Holy Scrolls. I know little about those 2 provinces, though. I'll answer what I can.
You're fairly new here. Tell me some more about yourself.
I'm honored that you should ask. What do you want to know?
What brought you to this school?
The school I attended in the Imperial City was becoming mired in politics, so my mother sent me out to the country instead. Politics is dangerous, she always said.
What sort of dangers would you guys please stop fighting? Using explosions and shit? What sort of dangers would the Imperial City have?
Oh, I don't know. It just seems like the city is changing. Strange people, strange machines. These are interesting times. I think she just wanted to know that I'd be safe.
What will you do when... What will you do when you are done training here? Jeez, lady.
Well, that won't be for a long time, but I'll probably return to the Imperial City. Perhaps I'll join the Imperial Guard. It's hard to think that far ahead. I'll answer what I can.
Alright, that was everything. Take care, I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
We've already spoken. Don't mind how I walk. Whoa! Bookstand. Auspicious portents. Understanding the stars and the universe is a very important goal. By examining the universe, we can interpret and predict things to come. The sky is where the great dragon was said to dwell, and in his illustrious home, we can see the signs of his effects on creation. Shouldn't it be effects? Anyway, with an A. I understand that these guys are Canadian, so I don't know if that's part of their dictionary or if they all mean, like, said some of the same things. Hey, music! This should have been here earlier. What the hell? Of the observable phenomena, 3 major ones are the most auspicious comets. The flames of the heavens passing across the sky, ellipses during which the power of the gods blocks the sun for brief periods, and falling stars, making the descent of one of the celestial bureaucracies to the earth. Codex! And we got a scroll stand. Harmonic combinations. To fight without thought is suicide. The path to victory is laid out one step at a time, each ahead of your opponents. Sagacious Tien. Harmonic combinations demand the use of two styles in rapid succession. The first must be the class called Support, the second from the class known as Martial. Timing is the key. Begin with a focused disabling effect, and follow quickly with a powerful barehanded blow. The two actions working in concert will create a harmonic channel in your chi and wreak havoc upon your foe. You must be swift, as the window to create the harmony is limited. Disable your foe, close swiftly as you change style and strike with all available force. Let nothing stand in your way, but beware, opponents of great strength may possess the training to resist this technique. Thought will guide you to victory. Harmonic combinations will ensure the journey is swift. More XP. Learning. We're learning. Valuable lessons. Open this door. Close this door. Beautiful place. What a beautiful place. Boy. If we keep the place safe, Dawnstar will pay us with sweets when she gets back. That was not English. Wow.
Dawnstar's garden is peaceful, even when she's not here.
This is her garden, huh? Scroll stand. The inner self. The great wheel of life turns eternal, bringing one through life, into death, then back around again into life. Though the new life is always different, the core essence, the spirit of a person remains the same. This spirit, breathed into each person, is eternal. To achieve harmony with the universe, one must perfect their harmony with the spirit. Indeed, the spirit in each individual is a reflection of the greater universe. It is a reflection of the wheel of life and the great dragon that created it. This is just really weird to do. Sorry, this is strange to me. Spirit font. Spirit font. The shrine helps you focus on your inner voice. Your chi and health are replenished. So those replenish health and chi. And then move. Hi. And then this one does your focus. As it clearly says, focus shrine. You meditate and restore your focus. Stop. Student Saipat.
Greetings, fellow student. The gate is closed for now, and I am tasked with keeping it so. Master Lee has asked that no students leave the school until the morning meditations are concluded.
Could I ask you some questions?
Please do not. This is the first task I have been given, and I don't want to get distracted.
If you are guarding this gate, let's make sure you know how to defend it.
What do you mean? Some sort of test? Ask me anything. I am ready to try.
What are the main classifications of styles, student?
Wait, I know this. Yes, it's weapon, martial, support, transformation, and magic. Weapon and martial styles are pretty self-explanatory. Support styles allow you to paralyze, slow, or otherwise hamper your foes. Magic styles allow you to use your chi to control the elements, while transformation styles allow you to assume the form of creatures or even demons. I'm only repeating what I have learned in my time here, senior student, but that was one of the first things I memorized.
How does your chi affect combat?
Chi is our internal magical energy. Is that it? Yes. and we can use our chi to hasten the healing process of superficial wounds. Additionally, chi can be used to strengthen our blows, making the most of each strike. I'm sure that's right. I can't channel my chi like you and Dawnstar yet, but one day.
What do you know of Master Li?
His history? Nothing. He is supposed to be a great master, but I just arrived, so I know very little about him. I wish I knew more, senior student, but that is all I can answer about our master.
That will be all, student Saipat.
Oh, good. I mean, yes, thank you, senior student, for the chance to answer your questions. Master Li was looking to speak with you, wasn't he? After he left me here, he went back to his house in the center of the school, if you're looking for him.
I was looking for him. It's really odd. Really odd how this has to work like this. If we master this, can we do it in Mass Effect? Open the door. Whoa! Guys, can I fight? Lynn, the student.
Remember the basics, remember the basics. Why does Master Li keep repeating that?
Our most senior student has a spare moment to spend with me? An honor. No, wait, I shouldn't be like that. Master Li always reminds me that jealousy is a low path and not worthy of one of his students. I understand your training is almost complete. I wonder who will replace you as our example. It certainly won't be me. I can't even imagine Master Li saying, "You must strive to be like Lin in all things" to the others. Just the opposite, more likely.
If you want Master Li to say it, don't give him a choice. Be the best you can.
That makes sense. Is that how you live your life? If so, it certainly seems to be an effective philosophy. Maybe I should spend more time training, and less time worrying about where I stand in the school. How else will I be good enough to take you down one of these days? Besides, there might be bigger things to worry about. I find myself intrigued by the ghost tales that everyone's mentioning.
I don't think we've ever talked about you, Lynn.
I'm sure you've figured out most of my little quirks by now. I've been here a few years.
You're jealous as fuck. How did you come here? Why?
I wasn't the delicate flower my family had hoped for. They believed school would calm my spirit. But Master Li has shown me how to focus myself. I have learned many skills while here, and not many of them require that I be delicate.
What will you do when you are done training here?
When I am done? I haven't really thought about it. I won't go home. There's no place for me there. If I can stomach the books, I could become a scholar. Perhaps I'll go to the Imperial City. I should see it at least once in my life. If you wish. What do you want to ask about?
Tell me what you've been hearing about ghosts.
Other than what Dawnstar senses, all I have is stories, but they're becoming more and more common. Tales of people being haunted by loved ones, and mad ghosts attacking people on the roads, or even in their homes. And Master Li accepts Dawnstar's ability to see and sense things others can't. If he believes her, then how could I believe otherwise?
What exactly are these ghosts?
They're exactly what you'd expect. The souls of humans who have died. According to all the legends, when you die, your soul travels to the underworld. Once there, your soul is judged and placed upon the wheel of life. so that it can return to this world in a new life. A soul that doesn't return to the Wheel of Life becomes a ghost.
Where do these ghosts come from?
According to the stories, ghosts are usually people whose souls are trapped in this world, either by circumstance or because they won't let go of their old lives. The thing is, those circumstances are very rare, and you never heard about ghosts 10 years ago. Now everyone's talking about them. It's like something has happened, and people aren't leaving this world like they should be. Either that or it's mass hysteria, but I can't believe that explanation.
What do ghosts look like?
That was my first question when I started hearing these rumors. Apparently they can look just like us, though possibly pale and faded. Some ghosts have been around a long time, and apparently they begin to change. They grow distant from their bodies and become more monsters than people.
That ain't good.
The scary thing is that a lot of the stories I've been hearing are about these old ghosts. The ones that look like monsters. It just doesn't make sense.
Tell me more about Dawnstar's sensitivity.
From what I understand, Dawnstar is very sensitive to magic and to the spirits we call ghosts. She sees things that others can't. Sometimes she knows things that she shouldn't. I really can't say if it's intuition or something else. If you wish, what do you want to ask about?
You know everyone around here. Is there any news?
You think I will talk about them behind their backs? I will, but I don't want people to think of me as the local gossip, even if I am just that.
Who are the students of note?
Of note? There's only one student of note, and that would be you. Everyone else, even Dawnstar, is just a background for you and your supposed destiny. I'm sure you know that your implied status causes jealous remarks. I have muttered a few, but I don't mean you harm. The one you should be careful of is Gao, but I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.
Tell me about Gao.
You know him as well as I do. A rich man's son. He's attractive, I suppose, but arrogance follows him like a cloud of locusts. I hear his father is the same way. Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser. Not a family I would want to be a part of. Why do you need to ask me about Dawnstar? You know her better than anyone as far as I'm concerned. You two practically grew up together. Maybe that's why you two get along so well. Maybe her sense for ghosts and the like meshes well with the great destiny Master Li sees for you.
What are you getting at?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be like that. Dawnstar is a fine person. She just sees things that I can't. I know there are ghosts and spirits, but why should she be able to sense them when I can't? What makes her special? While Master Li tries to never let it show, he obviously holds a special place in his heart for you two. I suppose that's hard to deal with, even if I have been here far less time than you two.
What have you heard about me?
Master Li never stops talking about you. You are special, or so we are repeatedly told. It can get annoying. Then again, some find it outright threatening.
Who should I be concerned about?
Gao, obviously. You know he doesn't like you, he never has. And when Master Li tells him to model himself after you, that just makes it worse. If you wish, what do you want to ask about?
Would you be interested in sparring?
Of course. I have to keep practicing if I'm going to be able to best you one day, aren't I?
Let us begin.
Excellent. Let's see if we can use Smiling Mountain's sparring ground. Once we're done, I'll wander back here if you need me again.
No one can see us. Oh, that's you.
You can't match me.
That's why I'm better than you. Fall over. Stand on you. Hopefully I didn't beat your ass too bad.
Something on your mind?
So you can just spar her whenever.
Stay well. After all, how could we learn without our most senior student to guide us?
Don't be like that, Lynn. Don't be like that.
Typical.
Bookstand. Bookstand. The Old Tongue, Volume 1. Tho Fan, or the Old Tongue, was the native language of one of many kingdoms struggling for supremacy before the empire was unified by Sagacious Tian, our first emperor. As the wars raged, constant shifts in territorial leadership spread the use of the Old Tongue. By the time Sagacious Tian formed the empire, the Old Tongue was so widely spread that it became a second official language of the Jade Empire. XB. There he is. There's the dickhead. Martial styles. Martial styles. Martial styles do not always access the energies of mind and body harmoniously. Sometimes imbalance is the source of their power, as it is with Iron Palm and Viper. Each requires possession of 3 meditation scrolls that prepare the student for the forces that will be encountered. If these disciplines are attempted without complete understanding, the student risks accessing more power than the body can withstand. Knowledge of Iron Palm and Viper is not often shared, as most martial practitioners consider them to be in opposition to classical teachings. If a student happens upon one of the scrolls detailing these styles, he or she cannot and should not attempt to train in the style until gaining the possession of all 3. The most difficult and humbling step of any journey is the acceptance of one's own limitations and confronting whether the journey is possible at all. Scroll stand. The Long Drought. The Long Drought stands as one of the worst periods in the Jade Empire's recent history. 10 years of scorching heat and little rainfall took their toll on even the prodigious reserves of the Empire's granaries. The sages predicted at least 3 more devastatingly dry years, while those in the Ministry of Harmony watched the death toll mount into the hundreds of thousands. Then Emperor Sun Hai declared that the drought was over, and somehow it was. Through the Emperor's divine will, green returned to our parched land, and stability was restored. Speaking of parched tongue. Having some difficulty reading. No. Whatever.
Ah, there you are, my student. I watched your bout against Jingwu with great pride. You have gained almost all you can from the practice arena. You are my best pupil, though you came to me an orphan. I have tried to prepare you for the responsibility your skills will bring. Have you given thought to your future?
I want to ask some questions.
There will be a time for that later. I have kept you hungry for information, but you must trust that my reasons are valid. It is for your benefit that I do this.
Very well, Master.
Your lessons are complete. Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. But also remember the classes are not a true measure of ability. Always be ready to learn. I recall that, as a child, you fell and bruised your arm. I comforted you, saying that small pains are part of learning, but not every setback imparts wisdom. You must be careful. Sometimes all you learn in defeat is that you have been defeated. This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless, and you have a role to play that I have kept secret. Those who announce their important destiny before they are ready tend to meet unfortunate ends. The wise only seek attention when capable of dealing with it. The people are scared. I do not have all the answers, but I know you will become very important to the fates of many. You will be called to face a great evil.
Master! Master Li!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master! Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him, and Kiamin was injured.
Where is she now?
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo couldn't carry her. Please come, Master Li. The bandits are not at the village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have more pressing matters.
What would you have me do, Master?
The time for practice is over. Go to Gujin, the weapon master, and get a weapon. You may soon be called to use it. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always complemented yours, so take her with you. Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over.
I will do as you ask.
Good. The time comes when you will know all you need to. For now, keep the basics at heart.
Minimap. I already know all about that. Because we have done this before. This part and a couple parts coming up, but I am just glad. Chest. We can put them up here, and that's okay. So yes, we have been. This has been a long awaited for us to continue playing this game. Which we do obviously remember it. So this is more like, I would call this a remastered video from the last one. Sorry that it's the same thing, you know, but now we're back into the groove. We're playing this game again, you know, and I thought you would be happy about that. Save, because we didn't have any save data. Like, it doesn't transfer over. You can't play the Xbox Game Pass version and have that save transfer over into the Steam version. So, but yeah, I figured it out. It took a lot of trial and error to get this thing to run, but I'm glad that it's working now. So we're just going to try to get back to where we were, and then from then on, it'll be back to the blind playthrough. So, you know, I'm just really excited that I get to play this. I am a huge BioWare fan, so, but I haven't played all of their games, and I didn't really like Anthem. But, you know, we're getting into Jade Empire, which apparently it went Knights of the Old Republic, Jade Empire, Mass Effect, Dragon Age. All 4 of those just nailed it. So, and I'm excited to play this one. So if it's high praise, then I would like to know what's going on here. You know, it's like this isn't a series, though this is one game. And so we're going to complete it start to finish. So thank you guys so much for watching. Join me and woo the White Lotus here in the next episode of Jade Empire. Again, remastered for your viewing pleasure. I got the original videos up here in the playlist here, if you want to check them out and see how terrible they were. And then all the way in the other corner, because we were talking about BioWare, we got the Mass Effect Legendary Edition playlist for your viewing pleasure as well. And then after all that's done, we will be starting Dragon Age, because as of today, this recording, we saw that that first trailer for Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Pretty cool. It's really cool. I mean, sure, it's just some drawings, but whatever. You know, we're learning about what the game's about, and I think that that's really cool. And just like we're learning what this game's about, you know. But again, have already done this. I will not label this one as a blind playthrough. I will label it as remastered. Remastered playthrough. And then we'll see how long it takes us to get through those next parts. Hopefully not as long. And then we can get to where we were in Tian's Landing. You know, where we left off last time. So we're going to try to get through it as fast as possible, but there were a lot of things that we didn't do, like reading stuff aloud and all that. So, and sparring with everyone. So we're changing it up a bit. So we're going to continue to read everything. We're going to continue to talk with everyone, and we're going to learn everything there is to learn about Jade Empire. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Leave comments down below, leave a like if you liked it, and subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.